Alright, so I just wanted to do a short video on why, after much debate, I decided to go ahead and sell my Mac ratchets, and just kind of go over some of the pros and cons, and why I ultimately decided to go that route. So, I've had these for the better part of 10 years, and they've held up great. I've had no issues with them. I always try and keep my tools in good condition. I never dropped them, obviously clean them up after every use. So aside from your usual wear and tear, they're both in great condition. So some of the cons, as I mentioned, they're close to 10 years old. So the batteries are a little tired. They don't really hold a charge quite as long as they used to. And then obviously they are brushed motors. So that obviously attributes to the battery drain. But aside from that, I don't really have too much to complain about them. Some of the pros are this long reach, so they kind of can get into real tight spots, whereas these shorter ratchets might have a little trouble. Obviously this is the high-speed ratchet from Milwaukee, and you can see just how much more bulky the body is to a tool that's close to 10 years old, whereas this just came out a couple years ago. And then obviously one of the main reasons I liked it was it's got the grease fittings, so you're able to grease the tool, keep the drive-in mechanism lubricated, and obviously a longer lasting tool because of it. And then I also like that you can stand them upright. I was excited when DeWalt announced their ratchets. However, I don't like the battery orientation. For that reason, I like to stand my stuff up. And then obviously if it's facing horizontally, you can't. But again, they are older tools, and the rumors are swirling that DeWalt, Black & Decker, Stanley Black & Decker is discontinuing the Mac cordless line. While they haven't made any official announcements, it shows in the newer DeWalt tool releases there's no Mac equivalent. So I'm obviously never going to be able to upgrade it to a Mac tool, which is fine. And then obviously with the DeWalt stuff, there's also rumors that at some point they will discontinue the 12-volt line completely. While it's still a rumor, I'm not a big fan of the current DeWalt 12-volt or 20-volt equivalent ratchets. So my hopes to keep a DeWalt tool at my house, it's kind of getting slim. And then again, they are showing that they are falling behind the times on this tech, because if anybody's ever gone from using a professional grade ratchet to a home gamer ratchet, you feel the difference. And the same can be said with cordless ratchets, whereas this is close to 10 years old, and this is a high-speed ratchet. You feel the difference. And obviously I don't use these every day like I used to, so I get a feel more for my Milwaukee stuff that I have at work. When I go back to this, it kind of reminds me how clunky it is nowadays. So that's another part. And then the last reason I decided to go ahead and just sell them is, sell them while they have value, rather than sit on them. And I'm getting 20 bucks per. As of the posting of this video, they are already sold. So the next step is when Milwaukee releases their new long reach ratchets that they said should be out in the third quarter. What I do like about them is they do have this grease fitting on their drive end. So I'm looking forward to that. And obviously Milwaukee's ratchets are, some of the best on the market, if not the best. And as a DeWalt fan, I can admit that. Sorry, I'm getting over a cold. So, I currently have the long reach ratchets at work, so I'll probably bring those home and then use the new ratchets that are supposed to come out towards the end of next year to replace what I have currently at work. So again, just a short video. If you do find these, they are great, but just don't expect the quality of what's out now. They're great for their time. They're real robust, you won't have any issues with, them breaking down as far as like, if you're rough on your tools. But again, just the batteries are, at least with the Mac name on them, they're pretty tired. You can still get 12-volt DeWalt batteries, but again, I don't know how long before they discontinue, and I just don't want to risk it to where these have no value, because again, they are great ratchets. So maybe I jumped again, who knows, but again, I just wanted to post a video just explaining why. But as always, thanks for watching. I got some things coming probably the next week or so. Hopefully I'll be over this cold. But yeah, as always, thanks for watching.